day I'm hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy,
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, 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 hustling.
Welcome back to the Matrix. And Matrix, you are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today we got ourselves a banger daily market news and analysis. What is up? What is up? How's everyone feeling out of 10? Let me know in the chat where you're looking from, where you're watching. It is January the 7th at 8:23 a.m. Central Time. And as of the time of recording, Bitcoin is sitting at 100,640. Happy New Year. Good afternoon, General. What is up? Good morning. Good morning. Paul says, what up, fam? What's up, fam? How's everyone feeling out of 10? Let me know where you're watching from. Good morning, boss man. Good morning. How far will we fall? About 99 to 100K? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so let's start it off with some Bitcoin TA. Danny boy, thank you for the 2025, you savage. I appreciate you, bro.
The cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
So starting it off with the general TA of where we're at right now with Bitcoin. I actually like where things are looking. We did a pretty decent analysis yesterday on or last night on the daily, and we'll quickly recover that. But I like this 3-hour look. But essentially, this is our trend line of support, and we had a steep correction. What's up from South Carolina? We had a steep correction from 108,000 all the way down to 91,000. If we pull a Fibonacci off of that, then to the 618 to the 702 is about right where we're at right now. This is a classic dead cat bounce. And the question is, are we going to get rejected off of this area, or are we going to bust right through it? And if we were to get rejected off of this area, in my opinion, we have two scenarios. Number one, rejection off of this, back to the 0.5 or back to the 382, reaccumulate for a little bit before going higher into the micro 1618, which is about 118,000. Now, when we look at the 3-hour, it seems to be a little bit more clean on as what to happen. You have your little distribution, you have your selling climax, you have your accumulation, and this seems to be the sign of strength in the micro terms. And it looks like we have gotten rejected off of the 618. So in all likelihood, we're going to probably come back to 99K, maybe 98,000, but I don't think that we're probably going to get much lower than that. We've had a cross to the downside on the 3-hour. On the daily, though, things are still looking pretty good, honestly. We've had a cross to the upside. So in the macro, even the medium term, things are looking really good, in my opinion. We might have a cool off for the next couple of days, maybe, if we're lucky, to be honest. But where we're at right now, we are still in decision time. As far as the 3-hour goes, it does look like it's getting rejected off of the 618, which is a pretty typical move to get from a dead cat bounce, back testing off of the 618-702, back testing to the 0.5/382, somewhere in there, reaccumulating before going off and away to the 1618, which should put us at about 118,000. And overall, I think that that's pretty much our next little leg up for Bitcoin. So what's up, guys? What do you guys think, though? Let me know. Good morning, Ski. Good morning, John. How are you feeling? Out of 10, brother. Good to have you here. Damn, I need to get me some coffee. Did I miss any comments? No, I did not. Thanks for the follow, Jeremy. Make sure you guys are spamming that like button, hitting the share so other people can spam the like button and hit the share. We're live every day at 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Central Time. I was a little bit late today. I was just a little bit late today, but that's okay. That is all right. My top value plays right now are Solnic, HNT, Rose, ICP, Shiba, Dent, VeChain, Naka, IOTA, Flux, Suki, Raven, Dynex, XYO, Hehe, and Crow. Thank you for the heart, Jeremy. You savage. I appreciate you, brother. All right. But yeah, no, I anticipate, though, I'm outlining a scenario where we could backtest into the 98, 99K. That, to me, is the most bearish scenario. And there's a good chance that we just rip right through there. So that's, when we zoom out a little bit, that's really my thoughts as where we're at right now. The whole market is looking pretty good either way. Either way we go. 10 out of 10. Tuesdays are my favorite. Let's go. Right now, the fear and greed is sitting at about 66, so just slightly above neutral. Not really overly hot or overly cold, which is good. Time frame for alt season. I think that alt season will probably start sometime this month, to be honest. It might be at the end of the month. And I think it's going to be crazy or very noticeable by the end of by the time we get into March or April. And the stipulation that we do need for alt season is pretty clear ones. We need Bitcoin to be making all-time highs, and in my opinion, the next little leg puts us somewhere around $118,000. So that would be stipulation number one, Bitcoin making all-time high. Thank you for the bracelet, Jeremy. I appreciate you. Stipulation number two would be Bitcoin dominance sort of falling off of a cliff, and we have definitely shown signs of weakness on the Bitcoin dominance right now. For over 2 years now, it was just off in a straight line off to Valhalla. My prediction was 62%. We got all the way to 61.54%. Rejection off of that number. Steep correction all the way to 54%. And then you have the same move that we're talking about, your dead cat bounce. Now the question is, do we make another leg higher with this, or do we continue to roll over? Because of how high that this has been for 2 straight years, and because I do not think when you measure Bitcoin dominance, I don't think that you are going to make new all-time highs, because every single day there is more and more coins. So that's sort of the context that you need to look at Bitcoin dominance with. And by the way, if you're brand new, you don't know what Bitcoin dominance is. Bitcoin dominance measures the entire percentage of the market that is invested into Bitcoin. In order for us to get a proper alt season, when we think of proper alt season, what is that? That is when we think of the life-changing money in crypto. That is what we are talking about. In order to get the stipulations of that, we need Bitcoin dominance to fall off a cliff. Right here I have alt season back in 2017, alt season back in 2021, and it was the same exact setup. It was Bitcoin making new all-time highs while Bitcoin dominance was falling off a cliff. That's when things get very, very, very crazy. Looking into add liquidity pools you created, do you think is a good idea? Should I use a new wallet? I think it's fine. Raydium is, as long as you have the right website. If you're unsure, it's always a good idea to use a test website or a test wallet. But generally, Raydium is pretty safe. Just for an added precaution, I will not be connecting my 6low wallet to anything for any reason. And I will keep the keys separate from the lock, so to speak. However, if you want to add to the pools that I have created, you can definitely do that on Raydium, and that is fine. I've created a few. I created one for Solnic to Solana. I've created one on 2%, Solnic to Solana on 4%. We've created Solnic to Hehe. We've created Hehe to Solana 2%, Solnic to Hehe to Solana 4%. And we've created the 2%, 4% for Plot with Hat. So any of those are mine, and that's what I've created. And it doesn't really cost you anything to add to them. It does cost you to create new ones from scratch like I did. But just adding to ones that already exist, it doesn't cost anything. And I will be making a video probably later today, actually, on just answering the questions about liquidity mining and yield farming. Like, what is it? Why is it? How you can make money from it? Because I just sort of like just threw it out there, the how, and I didn't really explain the what or the why. And so today I'm going to explain the what and the why, and I'm also going to make another tutorial in the same video of just adding to an already existing one. That's an easier process than it is to create a brand new one like I did. So we'll be making a video about that later. Thank you for the rose, bro. I appreciate you. And the team bracelet. Got to get to work. Have a good day, brother. So appreciate you, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you. XDC thoughts. I like XDC. I think it could get to 40 plus cents pretty easily. Hi, what's up, fam? How are you? Bitcoin dominance will make an all-time high in the bear market, probably. I don't think so. I don't think so, because, like, here's the deal. This is the context that you need to measure Bitcoin dominance with, right? The context is when we started measuring Bitcoin dominance, there was only Bitcoin, right? So it was at 99.21%. It was at 100%, right? And then the first time it fell off a cliff was because more and more coins were being created, right? And it's never made an all-time high, never. Why is that? Because each and every day there are more and more coins that are being created. So the context when we look at Bitcoin dominance, no, I don't think that we're really ever going to make a new all-time high with Bitcoin unless something crazy were to happen into the market. And I don't foresee that happening. I don't foresee that being a reasonable possibility. Do you think XRP will flip ETH in market cap? I hope so. I think that Ethereum is going to do. All right. Here's my thoughts on Ethereum. And can Solana flip Ethereum? Here's my thoughts on Ethereum. I think that Ethereum is going to perform well this bull market. I think that Ethereum is going to get into the $7,000 range, as high as $15,000 even. That is my thoughts. And also, two things can be true at one time. I believe that this bull run, as far as like absolutely parabolic runs, is the last hurrah for Ethereum. I do think that at some point in time, Solana, XRP, and whatever coin else is going to flip Ethereum, and the reason is because the technology is superior. It's faster, it's cheaper, it's more reliable, there's less gas fees. I think lots of reasons. So yes, I do think in the future, maybe not this bull run, but there will be a bull run someday in the future that Ethereum gets flipped. I do not think that the technology is superior. I just don't. Like, what in the world can you do on Ethereum that you cannot do on Solana, Algo, XLM, XRP, HBAR, any of those chains? It doesn't matter. Pick one. Like, there is no layer 2 Solana. There is no layer 2 XRP. Why? Because there doesn't need to be. Like, name one thing that you can do on Ethereum that you can't do on any of those chains for 1/1000th of the cost and 10,000 the speed. Hi from UK. What is up from the UK? Hey man, cheers for the streams. When will you be back to Patreon? I signed up a few days ago. I'm actually going to make a Patreon video today. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Hi from the UK. So you believe ETH will lose that number 2 spot one day? Yes. I'm not predicting it's going to be this cycle. It will probably be just fine this cycle. I mean, there's a pretty large gap in between number 2 and number 3 at this point, especially when number 3 is not even another cryptocurrency. It's a stable coin. But yeah, BNB's market cap is 1/4 of the market cap of Ethereum, and Solana's market cap is 1/4 as well. So there's a lot of work of catching up to do before that could happen. I guess XRP is 139. So XRP is number 3. So, but that's still like 1/3, 1/4 of the market cap. But yeah, I do think that one of those two are going to flip it at some point, just simply because it's cheaper. Like, every single time that I send an Ethereum transaction, like, there is anxiety. I've been in this game for 10 years. And every time I send ETH, I'm like, oh my God, did I send it to the right address? It's not there. Where's my money? Every time. It doesn't go away. I don't get that with HBAR. I don't get that with XRP. I don't get that with XLM. I don't get that with Solana. By the time I send it, it's there. Thanks for subscribing on YouTube, bro. I appreciate you. Why do big projects like Pendle build on ETH? Because that's what... Okay, that's good. Because ETH, the advantage and why it will take a long time and why I'm not predicting it's going to happen this bull market, the advantage that ETH has over all the other blockchains is first mover advantage. And realistically, like Solana, for example, there's not really a lot being built. And the reason is, there's two reasons for this. Because it's just the thing to do to build on Ethereum. Ethereum has first mover advantage. It was here first. It was the first technology that you could build on top of it. That's number one. So people are used to building on it because it has first mover advantage. Number two is because the Solana fees are so cheap. The XLM fees are so cheap, it's hard to wrap secondary and tertiary fees in Solana or XRP. Hold on, I gotta grab my... Hold on one second. Hey, baby. Come here. Why don't you get in the shower? Okay, Daddy's working. Alright, go upstairs, okay? Go upstairs. Alright, sorry. Bitcoin's number 3 in 8 years. That would be crazy. I think ETH will flip Bitcoin. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think so. So, okay, let's go back to the question. Why is it, if I think that ETH will eventually, I'm not predicting this bull market, it would probably be an 8-year timeline, right? Why is Ethereum, why is things like Pendle still building on Ethereum? Because they have first mover advantage. Because Ethereum's gas fees are so expensive, you can wrap fees into Ethereum that you cannot wrap into Solana and XRP. What do I mean? When a transaction is $5, $10, $100, you can wrap the secondary and third fees in the transaction for the developers, where Solana, that's not really possible. You have to, like, the transaction fee is a cent, so you need to wrap all of your fees into that cent. And where you make your money on Solana is not by one expensive thing, but rather the fluidity of moving. I'm not mad at the prediction, Rod. I'm not mad at the prediction. 100% fee, gas fees. And by the way, listen, in the full context of my thoughts on Ethereum, I think Ethereum is going to get to $7,000 minimum. I think it will be just fine. Right? But I just think that there is going to, number one, like learning about developing. I think that Solana is way more user-friendly to build upon. The only advantage that it has is like you can wrap fees into Ethereum and sort of get away with it. But with the blockchain, as more and more people become more and more educated, I don't think that that is necessarily going to be a sustainable model, because people understand, you know, they don't want to pay, what's this fee here? What's this fee here? People don't want to pay that. Anyway, so that's my thoughts on Ethereum. Good question, Rockfort. And again, let me preface. Ethereum is going to go into price discovery, and not only is Ethereum going to go into price discovery, but I also believe that the alt season is predicated on Ethereum going into price discovery. Ethereum's chart looks amazing right now. You have your macro accumulation, your sign of strength, your backtest at the prior range. It's holding this upper trend line. I think that it needs to get above 4,000 to really start the alt season. Two things can be true at one time. All of the things that I'm talking about is more just big picture. I don't think that it's here. I think it's here forever even, but I just don't think it's number 2 forever. How high do you think Coinbase stock can go? Thanks for the chili, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
What are your what's my projection on Solana? 500 to 600. What's your Bitcoin top prediction for this bull market? $207,000. That is my bull run prediction. How do I sound on the Solnick TikTok, by the way? I'm still kind of like messing around with that. LCX thoughts. I think that LCX is a pretty good value. It's not excellent. There is better value plays in my opinion, but I think it's pretty good value. Pretty good right now. It's in between the 236, which is what I consider to be excellent value, and the 382, which is what I consider to be good value. So it's somewhere between good and excellent. I think that LCX will get to $1 to $2. Ray predictions. We're talking about Radium. Radium has a pretty good looking chart, to be honest. I mean, it's the same thing though. In between the 236 and the 382, I would say it's pretty good value right now. You're looking at $28, as high as $63. If you could get Radium around 436 on some pullback, that is excellent value. It's still pretty good value right here. And it's already, it's pretty much back tested the prior range. That could be, there is a little bit of a gap here. So on like one sort of like liquidity squeeze in the grander markets, this could get filled. There's kind of a gap in here. That would be your like one last pull of excellent value. Maybe you get it, maybe you don't, but it looks like pretty good value to me right now. And I know that it's a good product as well. Heard about Terrible? Gala predictions, 30 cents. Gala was highly inflationary in the bear market, meaning they dumped a lot of supply. Price equals supply plus demand. That's what price has been for 2,000 years. That's what price will be for the next 2,000 years. So if the demand is the same or equal and the supply has increased, then that means that price goes down. If demand is greater, but supply has also increased greater, then that means the price stays the same. So that's my thoughts on Gala. I think it's a good project. I think that the gaming sector is an undervalued one. And it was highly inflationary, and price equals supply plus demand forever. Forever. Quant long-term prediction for 10 years. Cheers. I could see Quant getting over like 5,000, 10,000 in 10 years. Like we're talking 2 bull runs. Render price prediction $30. Clear. Perfect. Good. Sounds good. Amazing. Great news. I thought I was when I looked back on the recording, I looked like I was peaking a little bit when I got like too excited. So hopefully we're not peaking on the Solnick TikTok. XYO thoughts, please. Okay. All right. I got to get her some juice. Hold on. Okay, baby. Juice prediction. She said, Dad, I want juice. Dad, I want juice. All right. Yeah, no one prepares you for that. I went from daddy to dad. Like, excuse me. What are you doing here? Excuse me, I'm daddy, not dad. What do you think this is, little girl? All right. Let's get back into it. XYO. What are my thoughts on XYO? XYO is one of my top value plays right now. Slightly above the 236. If you can get XYO at about 1.8 cents, that is excellent, excellent value. I believe XYO is here. It's a long-term candidate. It's a long-term candidate, in my opinion. Downside risk, I don't really think there's too much. We might get into the 1.5 cents, somewhere in that range. And then upside potential, 20 to 25 cents. I think that XYO is going to perform very well. And I'm in an active long right now on XYO, so that is my thoughts. How many kids do I have? I have 3. He says juice prediction. I got 3 kiddos. What coin do you think about loading up on the most in the bear market? Solnick. Here are my top high conviction value plays that I will be accumulating in the bear market of 2026. Solnick, HBAR, Bitcoin, XRP, Solana, Sui. Ondo. Pendle. Filecoin. Gala. That's my top 10 bear market plays starting in 2026. H bar. Did I say H? I'm pretty sure I said H bar. If I didn't say H bar, then I would swap Filecoin. Jasmine, yeah, you could put Jasmine on there. I would take Filecoin off, Gala off, and I would put Jasmine in H bar if I didn't say H bar. Chainlink, yeah, I like Chainlink too. Chainlink is Chainlink you can put on there. Okay. I've explained this 100 times, but we're going to explain it 101 times. HBAR's tokenomics overall are not bad. HBAR has front-loaded their inflation. The maximum supply on HBAR is 50 billion. That is it forever. But instead of dumping by 2022, let's say they were supposed to dump 30 billion, well, they did 45 billion. Okay? This is great. This is fine long term. This is not fine in the short term. Because of the recession of 2022, I don't blame them. They front-loaded their scheduled inflation. The maximum supply is still 50 billion, however, on HBAR. That has not changed. So when I say it's a great bear market value play, why is that? Because most of the inflation is already done. And I think that it will absolutely outperform the dollar over the next, however, 20 years. Thank you for the heart. I still believe in the technology of HBAR. I still think it's an amazing technology. The technology is just as good as Solana, if not better, and it's never been down. Yeah, I think that HBAR is a real player. I think it's a real player for 20 years. My whole thing that I've been saying about HBAR is I think that the expectations of what I thought it could do this bull market has been tampered because of the front-loaded inflation. I'm not buying HBAR now. I believe in HBAR now. I believe in the technology now. But I will be aggressively, HBAR will probably be a top, probably 4 position in my portfolio in 2026. It's not right now. What should I buy right now? I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot give you financial advice. However, my top value plays right now that have the most upside potential with the least downside risk are Solnic, HNT, Rose, ICP, Shiba, Dent, VeChain, Naka, IOTA, Flux, Theta, Krill, Suki, Raven, Dynex, Dot, Sauce, XYO, Hehe, and Crow. Those are my top value plays with the most upside potential and the least downside risk. ICP 2026 list? Probably. Listen, I'd probably take Gala off, to be honest. Phantom looks pretty good right now as well. Any thoughts on XLM and XRP in the next 6 months? I think XRP gets north of $5. I think XLM gets to $1 to $2. How do we sign up for the raffle on Sonic? Join the Telegram. I'll put the link in the description. I'll put the link on the Sonic as well. But if you want to do the raffle, you can join the Telegram and type in raffle. It's on my Twitter as well. It's on the Your Boy Ski TikTok live right now. So here is the Sonic raffle. That is going on right now. There's 11 days left of that. There's only 55 entries right now. So $10 gets you 1 ticket. There's a maximum of 2,000 tickets. And the grand prize is a 100,000 Sonic and a portfolio review plus a one-on-one consultation. So that is going on right now. You can just click on that if you're watching the Your Boy Ski. And also, there is a consultation that will be happening January the 11th. There's only 8 more slots for that as well. That is 12,000 Sonic. Price prediction for Harmony 1. Check out Agents AI, not AI agents on Dex Screener. Very good project. I'm not going to look on anything on Dex Tools because every time I look on Dex Tools, TikTok suspends my account. No, thank you. No, thank you. Talk to me about Suki and Dynex and Flux. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know that much about Suki. I'm just looking at the tokenomics and the charts. However, I've done a deep dive on Dynex and Flux, and to me, those are my top AI plays. When I think of actual artificial intelligence, my opinions are most of AI today is just a bunch of buzzwords, and it's not actually AI, nor will it be AI. It's just a buzzword that we use. That's my opinions. But when I think about actual artificial intelligence and the potential of harnessing that power, not a really cool Google, not data collection, but the technology is sentient. The technology is growing and learning itself, not from data collection. The 2 potential projects that I believe have the potential, have the computational power necessary to try to achieve this thing are Dynex and Flux. End of list. I need some raffle tickets for my birthday. It's right here down below, brother. That is the raffle ticket. You should be able to just click on it from TikTok. You should be able to just click on it from TikTok. Better return this bull run, Sol or Solnic? Not even close, Solnic. I think that Solnic is my top 100x value play. What happened to the Tether FUD? Well, just like the Loco Bottom has came and gone, so too the Tether FUD has came and gone. And this is what you will find every Loco Bottom. You will find Tether FUD. It's a good indicator to start to buy. Thoughts on XCC? I think XCC gets north of 40 cents. XCC is a good value play in my opinion. Any issues with Bitcoin under 100K and ETH under? No, there's no issues. We talked about it in the beginning of the live stream, but there wasn't that many people. So we'll go over my technical analysis on Bitcoin again. So in the macro, so we're looking at the daily chart on Bitcoin. We've had this uptrend for a long time now. We had a steep correction from 108,000 all the way back down to 91,000. The RSI got all the way as low as 39, a bit oversold. And in my opinion, this was a classic fake out. and you have a dead cat bounce from the top to the bottom to the 618. This is a very classic move. And the question is, and it looks like it's being answered, we will see. The question is, are we going to break through the 702? Or are we going to get rejected and backtest to the 0.5 / the 382, which is about $98,000, $97,000? That would be a pretty normal move. When we look at the 382, I mean, my God. When we look at the 382, that looks like it's what's happening. Getting rejected off the 618, and we're already back to the 0.5. I don't foresee a scenario where we reasonably get below 98K. But this would be a pretty classic move. You have your dead cat bounce to the 618, rejection off of that, back test to the 382, reaccumulating for a little bit before going off to the micro 118,000. Basically, I see two scenarios happening. Both are bullish in the medium term / short term. Scenario number one is we get rejected off of the 618, come back to the 382, and then go off and away to the 1618. And scenario number one was that we would just break through the 702. It doesn't look like that's what's happening, but this is the healthier scenario. Both scenarios are bullish in the medium term. Why is Solnic a coin that you deviate from the fibs? I don't deviate from the fibs at all. I do not deviate from the fibs. Many times I've given micro predictions on Solnic based off of Fibonacci's. It's not unrealistic to say. And that's where 589 comes from. By the way, it comes from 3 Fibonacci extensions. $5.89. So no, that's not true. I do not deviate from Fibonacci's. Just like MAGA had like 6 different separate Fibonacci extension runs in 1 year, I think so too. Solnic can do the exact same thing. So look, if you will notice, one full-on parabolic Fibonacci extension, reaccumulate. 2 full-on parabolic Fibonacci extension, reaccumulate. 3 full-on parabolic Fibonacci extension. 4 full-on parabolic Fibonacci extension. 5 full-on parabolic Fibonacci extension. I do not deviate from the Fibonacci's at all. I'm just suggesting that we have a multiple extension just like MAGA did. And 5 legs total for Solnic would put us at $5.89. Can I put Solnic and Hehe in the same pool at the same time? You can. There is a Solnic and Hehe pool. Hold on one second. All right. Trying to one second, guys. All right. So if we go to, let's talk about liquidity mining. So he says, can you put Solnic and Hehe in the same pool? Yes, you can. We have set these up. We have a multiple set up right now, actually. Thank you for the explanation. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, sorry if I was not clear. But yes, I am absolutely going off of Fibonacci's. Even from my own coin, I do real TA on my own coin. I've called multiple bottoms on my own coin. Okay, so if you go to Radium, and I just made a video, and I'm going to make a video explaining this more later on today. I just showed you how to create a liquidity pool from scratch, but you'll see there's lots of liquidity pools that you can earn APY on right now. Okay, this doesn't cost you any money. All right, this doesn't cost any money at all, right? So these are all you need to do is deposit the asset, and you can start earning yield. So for this particular one, SOL to USD, you would just deposit equal parts of Solana and USD. All right. But the question was, can you do liquidity mining with HeHe and Solnic at the same time? The answer is absolutely. SOLNIC. So we're going to go to standard. We're going to type in Solnic on Radium. And here are all of the standard pools. And a standard pool means that it's 50% and 50%. Meaning it's equal parts Solnic and equal parts the opposite asset. So right here we have a 4% liquidity pool for Solnic and HeHe. And there's actually a decent bit of liquidity for this. The 24-hour volume is $330. The 24-hour fees that this is generated is $13. There is a Solnic to Solana. 24-hour fees on this one is $182. And then you have your concentrated. Solnic 24-hour fees is $40. Right? Same thing for HeHe. If you type in HeHe, you're going to see similar pools. And these all change based off of supply and demand. So right now, the Solnic to HeHe, or the Solana to HeHe, is earning 99.96% APY. That's pretty good. And the standard is 28%. This Solnic to HeHe is earning 28%. I didn't see what the... but as the volume goes up, the APY goes up. As the volume goes down, or the demand goes down, the demand goes down. It's all supply and demand. I've seen Solnic's APY be over 500%, and today it's pretty low. It's 12%. But 12% is, you're smashing. Earning 12% while holding Solana and Solnic is pretty good. But I've seen this be well over 100%. They change every day based on the demand. So yeah, this is how you can add to this. You got earn your yield on your Solnic, earn your yield on your HeHe, and it helps the project. You're earning money. It's a win-win-win-win. What site are you using? I'm using Radium. Radium.io. I just made a video explaining how to create a liquidity pool from scratch, but you don't need to really create liquidity pools from scratch because there are lots of liquidity pools that already exist. Right? So all these pools already exist, and if you have both of the assets, you just need to add to them, and you can earn yield. And the same thing is true for, so there's concentrated and there's standard. Standard is going to be 50-50. Concentrated is going to be a different ratio. Is the yield annual or 24-hour? The percentage is based off of a APR 24-hour. So that's what it says. But you earn yield every minute, basically. But generally, I just check it once a week, and I'll harvest my stuff on a weekly basis. But I'm gonna make a video explaining this a little bit more. Today, I made a video showing you how to set up one from scratch. But I'm going to make a video explaining why what it is and why. Is there a benefit to starting a pool from scratch versus adding to an existing pool? Not really. I would say if there's already one that exists, that is better because it costs you 0.2 SOL to create one from scratch, but it doesn't cost you anything other than the tokens you want to add to the pool for adding to it. But it does cost you 0.2 SOL to create one. The only benefit of creating one from scratch is you would do that if there isn't already one, right? So if it's like a brand new coin or something like that. Are your coins locked? They can be. They can be if you do burn and earn, but that is the only way that they're locked. The rest of them are not. You just withdraw them at any time. You can burn your coins and earn. But the normal scenario is no. There is a way that you can lock them, but the normal scenario is no, it is not locked. You can add and withdraw at any time. Yo, Ski, what's up, fam? I want to get in the group class, but it won't let me send you 12,000. Really? What's it doing? What wallet are you using? But yeah, there's lots of ways of making money on your money in crypto. That is kind of the benefit. It's not kind of the benefit. That is definitely the benefit. Solflare. Maybe try Phantom. I did it with I didn't have any issues with Solflare, but I've heard Phantom is a little bit easier. As far as for the products. So you could just send the 12, you could send maybe like, I don't know, 12,100 or something like that to a different wallet, like a Phantom wallet, and try it like that. I don't know why Solflare is having issues with it. What's your H&T price target? $50 to $100. Dropping hard. Irish Dano says he had to use USDC, not Solnic, for Solflare. So hopefully that helps. But I believe Coffee used Solnic on Phantom. Either is fine though, because it should just give you, it should just buy Solnic either way. We the before school live XRP target $5 to $14. That is still my XRP target. Let's take a look at the analysis on XRP. So it looks like Bitcoin is just completely, like, my projection by the beginning of the live stream is like, well, we're already good. We already did it. So yeah, I don't think that we're getting below the 382. There's a decent bit of support at the 382. So that's pretty much probably the end of it. That's cool that they just ripped the band-aid off quickly. $50 to $100 for H&T, brethren. Says buy the dip. Yes, sir. It's a great way to keep buying both. You talking about for liquidity mining? Okay, John Smith says, I added to the liquidity pool Soul Sonic a couple of weeks ago, and there's 0 harvest. Does it automatically add to the pool? Yes. You have to. Okay. All right, that's a good question. Let me write that down so that I don't forget to talk about it on my video. But I'll tell you right now as well. I just want to make sure when I do my video later today that I don't forget to talk about it. 1 second. All right. So, there are 2 different types of liquidity pools. You have your concentrated and your standard. If you add it to a standard, there will not be harvest. You're just going to get APY, and it's going to add more tokens over time. Right? So sometimes your tokens of Solana will be up. Sometimes your tokens of Sonic will be down. Sometimes your tokens of will be both up. But over time, they should be earning more tokens. Okay, so there's not going to be a harvest. It's going to add your yield to the pool. And you're going to get more tokens. If you do concentrated, however, then that is where you have a harvest. So if you're on the 4% standard, 50%, 50%, you're not going to have a harvest. It's just going to add to the pool. If you do concentrated, you will have a harvest. The fees that are generated from the pool, who is the pool? He says those 24-hour numbers are the fees, not the yield. The fees generated from the pool. Thank you for the $1.99 donation, brother. I appreciate you, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Okay, so I need to do some education. That's okay. Andy on ETH. Let me see if I can pull it up on TradingView. I would like you guys to, any questions you have, just comment them on my videos that I made about liquidity mining, and then I can put them all into one video and try to answer all the questions that I can about liquidity mining. Do you think 3x leverage is safe? Relatively, yes, I would say. This looks pretty good. So you came to the 702, got rejected, came back to the 382. I would say it's pretty good value at this point. Good value, not excellent. Good value. 1618 is about a 2x from here, and parabolic you're looking at about a 5.5x. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Cali XT. What is up, brother? Says buy the dip. What's a amount to put in pool from a whale? You can put as much or as little as you like, brother. My goal for my personal, my goal is to have $1 million in the bear market of liquidity pools. That's my goal. Like the new setup? Oh, you're talking about from TikTok. Okay. Thanks, bro. If you like the old setup, I still have the old one on YouTube. Cycle Top. He says Cycle Top is in. I agree. At the end of 2025 at $207,000. Any video on mining Flux? I don't have one, but I can make one. But there are videos on YouTube. How to preserve wealth in the bear market. Find your high conviction plays that you believe in long term and put them to work. Follow and subscribe, you savages. That's right, guys. Don't just lurk. Drop a follow. Subscribe on YouTube. We are closing in very quickly on 15,000 subscribers on YouTube. I think we're only like 40 away. Maybe less. And we're like 300 and something away, followers away from 50,000 on TikTok. Says, I bought 2 mining box devices for Flux. Let's go, bro. $1 million in liquidity pool yield. How much, more or less, percentage wise? It depends on the volume. It depends on the demand. However, I think that $1 million in a liquidity pool could easily generate $50,000 or more. If you have the right project, it could easily, generate 100,000, 200,000. But I think you could count on $50,000 from that. Huh? No. Quant, please. 700 to 1,300. Flux prediction still $20 maximum, but likely is $5 to $12. As high as $20. Is now a good time to get into LCX? It's a decent time. I would say it's good value, not excellent. Do you know the address to send? Do you know if address to send 12,000 ins with XTZ? I pulled up. What send 12,000? Are you talking about the Solnic call? Are you talking about the consultation? What is the context of what you're getting at? Thank you for the heart and the chili, bro. I appreciate you, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Is Theta still good play? Yes. I think so. Irish Dano using the gifts. That's so funny. Okay, so I put the link in the description of the YouTube live. I did put the link in the description for that. Let me just get you. Let me get you the link for this. So here is the Solnic raffle. And here is the Solnic consultation. There you go. Hopefully that helps. Agent Tank coin, please. HNT Solnic pool. Yeah, that could be a pool that we set up. I don't think that that's a pool that exists, but I could set that up if you guys want HNT to Solnic. I don't know what the demand of, like, how many people are swapping Solnic to HNT. Bull trap, just what you would expect. I don't think it's a bull trap. At the beginning of the live stream, when we were at 101,000, I said that we were going to reject off the 618 and come back to 98,000. I didn't expect it to happen during the live stream. But yeah, it's a dead cat bounce. It's the most common move that exists. Agency still extreme value? Yes. All right, we're looking at Bitcoin. I mean, literally at the beginning of the live stream, we were at $101,000. This is a dead cat bounce from 108,000 all the way to 91,000. You bounce to the 618. This is the most common move that exists in any structure. And then the 702 is the decider. You either break through it and you go into price discovery, or you get rejected off of it. It's rare that you break through it the first time. Literally at the beginning of the live stream, I said that we have two scenarios. We're either going to break through it or we're going to get rejected and come back to the 382. Where's the 382? $97,800. We could even touch this trend line again. It did it literally during the live stream. Yeah, I would not say that this is a bull trap. It's a rejection off of the retracement, which is the most common move that exists known to man. In fact, Bitcoin has done this multiple times. So what am I talking about? What structure are we talking about here? Oh, I don't know. Maybe this one right here? Here's a macro version of this, but this happens over and over and over and over and over again, right? So from the top to the bottom, where do you go? You have your dead cat bounce to where? The 618. Rejection, back test of the prior range, reaccumulation, bull run. It's the same exact structure. It's just happening on a micro time frame rather than a macro time frame. It's happening on a very, very small time frame, but this happens over and 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 over again on every asset. They want to be quick, Rich. Yeah. I did a limit long on 98.5 and it hit. Let's go. I see us tanking to 95, 97. I could see 97. 95, I mean, on a wick, maybe, sure. I don't think it's going to, like... I don't think... I mean, multiple times we've gotten below 92. I don't think that we're going below that. On the daily, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 candles trying to get below 93K. I hope you took profits. Oh my God. 11 days trying to get below 93K. Could not do it. Could not do it. As we're having a cross to the upside on the RSI. No, do not confuse a dead cat bounce rejection off of the 618, which happens over and over and over and over and over again. What about XRP? Dead cat bounce from the 618 on a macro time frame. Everyone said that it was absolutely dead because it was a huge, massive time frame. It's the most common move that exists, period. From the top to the bottom, 618, rejection off the 618, reaccumulation, bull run. What about Bitcoin? Do not confuse a rejection off the 618 reaccumulation as a bear trap. As a bull trap, I mean. Same thing. From the top to the bottom to the 618, your dead cat bounce, back testing the prior range, and then what happens? Bull run. And what are we doing right now? Same thing. I mean, come on now. It's just on a different time frame. This is the most common structural move that literally exists. From 108,000 all the way to 91,000, dead cat bounce to 102,000, rejection off of the 618. Back testing 2. We're at the 0.5 right now. The 382 is definitely in play. 97.7. Since we have a little dip, buying altcoins, which would be a good ones to buy? Only buying the dips. Okay, my top value plays right now are Solnic, HNT, Rose, Theta, Iota, Flux, Naka, Suki, Raven, Dynex, Dot, Hee, Crow. What's good, bro? ICP? What happened in the last 10 minutes? We got rejected off the 618. That's what happened. Listen, I did not anticipate us to do it during the live stream, at the beginning of the live stream, when I was like, hey, this is one of the two most likely scenarios that we get rejected off the 618, come back to the 382. I didn't think it was going to happen during the live stream. But damn, here we are. You think he can get to 15 cents? I'm not gonna say that's gonna be easy, but yes, I do think he could get there. It's gonna take a lot of work. It's gonna take a lot of grinding. Thanks for following, guys. Make sure you guys drop that follow. Don't just lurk. Subscribe. We are rapidly closing in on 50,000 followers. Did you hear Asman got arrested? I did not hear. Quit forgetting to say ICP. Damn it, I keep forgetting. Everyone is taking profits at 100K area. Yeah, it's a psychological level until it is not. It is a psychological level until it is not. Bitcoin final pullback to... No, listen. My brethren in Christ. Bitcoin will get to 80K in 2026 after the bull run is over. But how many times did we get to 93K and could not get below it? 1, 2, skibbity 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 31 times on the 3-hour chart of getting to 93K and not going below it. No, it's not happening. We will go to 80K, absolutely, after the bull run is over. After you missed all season. After Bitcoin went to $207,000. Yes, we're coming back to 80K. Not right now. It's so fun. Like, bro, are you like this is hilarious to me. At the beginning of this live stream, we are at $101,000. I outlined the scenario where, hey, we're probably going to go back to the 382 here and reaccumulate. And now it happened during the live stream. And now people are like, up. It's over, guys. Pack it up, boys. A 2% correction. We're cooked. Miracle happened today. What was the miracle? Literally, at the beginning, 1 hour and 18 minutes ago, I outlined a scenario like at 101,000, like, hey, this is what's probably next on the radar. What are my bear market convictions? My top 5 bear market convictions are Solnic, Solana, Bitcoin, HBAR. My top 4 bear market convictions. There you go. Please tell us when it's time to actually pack it up. I will tell you I will tell you when I think that the bull market is over. I am not a bull. Listen, I promise you on everything, I'm not a perma bull. I'm not a perma bear. I am neither a bear nor am I a wolf. No, I am not a bear nor am I a bull. I am a savage. Okay? I'm not a perma bull. Jasmine the bear, yeah. Follow and subscribe, you savages. That's right, guys. Spam that like button, hit that share, and drop a follow. Don't just lurk. We are closing on 50,000 followers. We're going to do a giveaway once we get to 50,000. And we're closing in on 15,000 on YouTube. So subscribe over there as well. I think we only need 40 more subscribers on YouTube in order to get to 15,000. So drop a follow and subscribe. Thoughts on XYO and Jasmine? Jasmine's a pretty good buy. XYO is a pretty good buy. Jasmine 10 to 12 cents. Released only 17 hours ago too. What's released 17 hours ago? What are you talking about? It says U.S. dominance is on fire. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, wake me up when we get below 90K. How about that? You wake me up when we get below 90K. All right, let's check it out. You baited me. Let's see. It's on fire! Woo! I don't know, bro. Is this what on fire looks like to you? Is this what on fire looks like to you, bro? It's not even green on the day. It's down 60%. It's on fire. Woo! All right, from this peak right here, how much are we down till right now? How many days? 52%. We're not even green on the day, bro. Not even on the, I mean, it's on fire on the 1 hour. Sure. We did it. We did it, guys. We did it, Joe. We did it. It's up 3%. Believe me, bro. USD dominance on fire. 4.2. Oh, I got you. I got you, you silly Willy. I see what he's saying. All right. I'll allow it. It says, welcome to crypto, my friend. Dynex. I like Dynex. 7.5 cents by March. Yes. That is still the beard bet. Well, I don't know about by March, but it will happen before the bull runs over. It says, you made my day, bro. Thanks, bro. Why dump? Any news? Chris, I just went over the TA on Bitcoin. We'll do it again. All right. Let's do some good TA. You guys want some good TA? You guys want some good TA? All right. Let's do it. I just screwed that up. Let's do some good TA, shall we? Oh my god, what the heck? All right. So on the top, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin. Let's do, the 1 hour's fine. We can see it pretty good. That's fine. On the middle, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin again. And we're going to explain what's happening. What's happening? Oh my God! Everybody stay calm!
No, God!
Everybody stay calm! I thought I had that one. I guess not.
You shut up! You shut up! I'm so fucking scared right now, you shut up!
Alright.
Are you doing this? No, I'm doing this!
Alright, so here's what's happening. Here we go. On the top, we have Bitcoin. Right now, this is the most recent new data evidence that we have. Okay. And this is on the 1 hour time frame. On the bottom, we have, in the middle, we have Bitcoin on the daily. And this is measuring Bitcoin from 2017 through 2020. And then on the bottom, we have XRP as an example, but we could pull up 100 different examples. It doesn't really matter. But this is from 2017 through 2021. Okay? And so what you have is you have your from the top to the bottom, swing high to swing low, swing high to swing low, swing high to swing low. From the top to the bottom, you have your dead cat bounce to the 618. To the 618 Fibonacci retracement. This is the golden ratio. To the 618 Fibonacci retracement. This is the golden ratio. So 1, 2, and 3, all three of these have done the same thing. And so coming back to the 382 is pretty common. Sometimes you go to the 236, sometimes you go to the 382. But coming to the 382 off of the 618, it's very common to get rejected off of the golden ratio. Come back, reaccumulate before starting the bull run, right? Rejection off the 618, come back, reaccumulate before starting the bull run. All right? So what's happening right now, Ski? Well, we said that this is where we're at right now, from 108,000 all the way to 91,000, swing high to swing low. Dead cat bounce from the 618, rejection off the 618, which was the $102,000. And we came back to, what did we come back to? We're right at the 0.5, in between the 0.5 and the 382. The 382 is about 97.9. And then maybe we get to the 236 if we're lucky. That's about 95,000. But we have a trend line that's been at play for a little while. So I think that that's pretty much going to hold. This is very good. In the short term, this is very good in the long term. The next thing would be to reaccumulate for a little bit. And I'm on a small time frame, so I'm only on the hour time frame. So this doesn't mean we need a lot of time. This could be in the next day or two. This could be in the next week. But reaccumulating, and then the next leg up, I mean, it might take some time. Like this one took some time. But the next leg up would take you to the micro 1618, which is about 118,000. And I think that that's going to be the next sort of medium term play. That is what is in store for Bitcoin. Why 88 crashed just now? Because Bitcoin just went from 101,000 all the way down to 98,000. Bitcoin is the sun of the market. When the sun rises, everything feels the heat. When the sun goes to sleep, everything is nighttime. That is what it is. We are still following the moon phases. That is correct. You see September 20? Okay, I would love for that to happen. This was a black swan, though. Even so, we didn't go below the low. We didn't go below the swing low. Okay, so let's play that. Let's play that. All right, so we're saying that this is doing the exact same structure. Where's the swing low? It didn't go below the swing low. All right, so let's do worst case scenario. The back test on from the 618 rejection. Right? He's saying you see March of 20. Okay, let's play that. It did not go below the swing low. So from the top to the bottom, swing low, where did it go? It went to about the 116, which would be about 94,000, 93,900. That's it. And this was literally world-shattering, world-changing event right here. What was this? This was C19. This was C19. And it still did not go below the low. What site do you use for charts? I use TradingView. It is, you can get a free version. And actually, listen, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Love your shirt. Thank you, bro. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Most people should just get the free version of TradingView because I have the paid version for presentation purposes. But I don't think that most people need to present things to other people. People are panic selling, are about to get wrecked. I agree. Do you mind telling me strict price prediction? We're going to 80K. You're the 17th person to tell me that. I would say no. I would say yes. We're going to 80K. You are correct. After the bull run is over, after Bitcoin has went to $207,000, after we've had a face melting alt season, yes, we will be going to 80K. After the party is over. You are correct. Not right now, though. $36 billion wiped off XRP market cap. Some whale just dumped. Dow also going south. Yeah, Chris, I mean, they all trade together. The Dow Jones trades with Bitcoin. Bitcoin trades with the Dow Jones. And the crypto market trades with the Dow Jones. They all are, hear me out, they're all manipulated by the same market makers. Chris says 86K late 2025 or 2026. Yeah, I actually think that we'll go lower in the bear market, probably like 70K. But I'm going to start accumulating around 85, 80, 86K, somewhere in there. But I think that we could probably go as low as 60 in the bear market of 2026 after the bull market is done, after face melting alt season has happened. Dynex, $5 to $10. Make sure you guys drop a follow. Crypto is unpredictable. Well, that's crazy because at the beginning of this live stream, I said that we were going to come back to the 382. 1 hour and 33 minutes ago, when we were at $101,000, I said that I see a very plausible scenario where we go back to the 382, which is about $98,000, $97,000. So I don't know if that's true. I don't believe that to be true. It's very unpredictable if you think with your emotions. If you think how the apex predators who are running the show and running every show, I think it's very predictable how they move. What month do you think the peak of alt season will be? November. Chronos prediction $1 to $2. After bull market is over, new Bitcoin bottom is 115K, bro. Maybe. It's only still a good buy. Yes, John. Have you seen the updated roadmap for 2025, John? Ski, what's going on? Why is it dumping? Help us, please. It's all good, guys. It's just a rejection off the 618. from the top to the bottom, swing high to swing low, 618, the golden pocket, rejection off of that, back to the 382. This is the most common move. All right, John. All right, so here is the updated roadmap for Solnic. Here we go. Solnic is my top 100x value play. Stage 1 is the Dolphin Group. We've actually already accomplished this. This is already pretty much, I mean, I would say it's still in beta. We're still working some things out, but it is available. Stage 2, Solnic is coming out with its own stablecoin, March of 2025. Also, a stage before that, you're going to be able to buy Solnic using Google, using a Gmail account. So the stablecoin is going to be backed partially by Solnic. It's going to be backed by Bitcoin, Solana, Treasuries, and Solnic. So as the market cap of the stablecoin goes up, so too the market cap of Solnic is going to go up. So if, let's just say, when the stablecoin gets to $100 million market cap, that would mean minimum just from the stablecoin, not from you, me, and everyone else. Just from the stablecoin, the market cap of Solnic will be $20 million market cap. June of 2025, Solnic is coming out with Solnic Swap. It's our own version of Radium and Jupiter. And then in August of 2025, Solnic, you're going to be able to stake. You're going to be able to lend. You're going to be able to borrow. You're going to be able to yield farm, liquidity mine, all of the things that it means to be BYOB, be your own bank. Solnic is coming out with all of that. And then in 2025, Solnic's version of Polymarket, where you're going to be able to bet on things. Okay? So, pretty big deal. Pretty big deal. And Solnic has our own documentary coming out. It is a feature-length documentary, and it's going over my hometown, the 2008 financial crisis, why Bitcoin was created in the first place, but how the 2008 financial crisis affected my hometown, me, my family, and why it's so important to me to BYOB, to be your own bank. And that's what the documentary is going to be called, BYOB, be your own bank. Why is it so important to me? Because I showcase, like, here is where big banks left us. Here is where big pharma left me, my family, my hometown. So here is the little sizzle reel for you guys. So there you go. That is exciting news. Cliff says, I thought we were your family. You are my family. But I have blood family, and then I have my Solnic family. So there you go. That is the updated roadmap for 2025. My number one 100x play. And what we got cooking. Why are the markets crashing? Is it because of India? Why aren't we in the video? You will be in the video, Cliff. You silly Willy. You will be in the video. All right. People are saying let's look at XRP. So let's look at XRP. What happened with XRP? Should I buy INJ or VET now? I can't tell you what to do. But of those two, I think that VET is a better value play. Is Solnic 100x from here? Yes. That would put us at $1. My medium case scenario is $1. My bull case scenario is $5.89. Why is the markets crashing right now? All right. Well, we'll talk about it. We'll do some TA. Let me look at XRP really quick. Someone said that the market cap of XRP wiped out $39 billion. Yeah, this is this is just I've been saying, like, I don't think that XRP is excellent value. For a while I've been saying this. And I like XRP long term, but, like, I'm not going to pretend like a 5x on a blue chip coin is nothing. You know what I'm saying? But relatively, though, I still think that this is fine. We would like to see 116 billion hold. If that holds, I think that this is fine. I mean, relatively in the grand scheme of things, this really isn't nothing, to be honest. All right, but let's do some TA. Why is the markets crashing? Ski, what's going on with Bitcoin? Help us, Ski, please. All right, I got you. All right, on the top, we got XRP. On the bottom, we have Bitcoin. Actually, on the top, we're going to do Bitcoin. And we're going to zoom in. We're going to do the 2 hour. I need to do ICP. Yep. All right. On the top, we have Bitcoin. And this is what is happening right now. We have Bitcoin on the 2 hour time frame. In the middle, we have Bitcoin on the daily time frame from 2017 through 2020. And then on the bottom, we have XRP from 2018 through 2023. Okay? And what I'm presenting to you is the same exact structure on all three of these as to what is happening. So, swing high from 108,000 all the way down to 91,000. You have a dead cat bounce to the 0.618. This is the golden ratio. Same thing in the middle, from the top to the bottom, swing high to swing low. Dead cat bounce to the 618 Fibonacci retracement. And the same thing for XRP on the bottom, from swing high to the swing low. You have a dead cat bounce to the 618 Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so how does the story end? Okay, well, I'll show you. So you have a rejection off of the 618 retracement, and you come back to mostly to the 382 here. And then you have a little bit at the 236. Same thing for XRP. It was a bit below the 236, but basically the same structural move. You come back to, you back test and reaccumulate before starting the bull run. Before starting the bull run. Okay, now the really good news about what we're talking about for Bitcoin specifically on top is these two on the bottom are super macro. This is a micro chart. We're looking at the 2 hour chart. So I don't think that this is going to take very long to play itself out. I don't think we're really going to go much below 97,000. We might go to the 236 just like Bitcoin did. Back here, that would be about 95K if we're lucky. Reaccumulate for a little bit before starting the next leg higher. The next leg higher for Bitcoin takes us to about $118,000. I would need to reevaluate things if we make a new low. I do not anticipate a new low. Not even a little bit. But that would be what would invalidate my thesis. All commodities went up. So there you go. Morgan Ski, hope you're doing well. Make sure you guys drop a follow, subscribe, spam that like button, hit that share. Don't worry, guys. We've been through worse. When it's time to panic, I will be here. Don't worry. I'll be the voice of reason. When it's time to high five, I will high five with you. And then I will pump the brakes and say, wait a minute, I don't know if it's that time to go that crazy. But I think that this is a good buying opportunity. And I don't anticipate us to go that much lower. What do you think about Shiba? I think Shiba will 5 to 10x from here. I think it's a pretty good value play right now. Thanks for dropping up. Thanks for following, you savages. I appreciate you guys. When will the market stop going down? I don't think we're going below the 236. I don't really think we're going below the 382 here. So, very soon. The 382 is about 97,000. Dan says, all you got to do is zoom out. I'll admit I was getting a little emotional and I had to stop myself. Hey, that's okay. That's what we're here for, right? That's okay. That's really good to recognize that and take a step back and say, like, hey, we have been here before. Hey, it will be okay. So that's really good that you recognize that, and that is the correct thing. When in doubt, zoom it out. That's always the right move. When in doubt, zoom it out. Take a step back. Draw from what we've been through before. When in doubt, zoom it out. So shout out to you, Dan. What's your opinion on Ocean Protocol? Are you talking about Rose? I think it's a good value play. Very good value play. What price do you see XRP reaching in the next 6 months? North of $5. What do you think about C98? People say XRP is a commodity. Why isn't it up? Sonic is beyond Mars, to Jupiter, and beyond. Any thoughts on Elixir long term? Thanks for the follow. Drop that follow, guys. We're closing in on 50,000 followers. Can we have a quick tip on Sonic so I can buy 1 million coins? Just buy 1 million coins. It'd be all right. Thanks for the follow, guys. I know you have long-term predictions, but can you do short-term plays? I just did short-term analysis on Bitcoin. This is a short-term. We're on the 2-hour time frame. A very detailed explanation, bro. You have gained my subs. Keep it up. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Buy Chill Guy's dip. I don't think so. I don't think that Chill Guy is a play right now. What did dominance do last hour? Are we talking about Bitcoin dominance, USDT dominance? Which dominance? Doge, I think, goes to $1 to $2. How much would 1 million Sonic cost roughly? Someone tell me. I don't know. We need Sonic to get to the top 1,000. It's actually very close to being in the top 1,000. I think we just need to double from here, and we'll be in the top 1,000. What's your price prediction on Doge? $1 to $2. 9,000 US dollars is 1 million Sonic. How high do you think Jasmine would go? 10 to 12 cents. Dynex, $5 to $10. That is my prediction. Yes, correct. Thoughts on Teo, please. All right, let's do some analysis. It's basically the same chart as Bitcoin right now, honestly. In the micro, you have your swing high to swing low. I would imagine this is the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement. Let me zoom in on this though. Yeah, this is the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement. Back testing to the 236 478 is definitely in the cards. As far as micro analysis on the macro, it looks okay. I don't love this chart on the macro actually. It's all right. 702 is $800. I think that's in the cards. Head and Shoulders. Head and Shoulders is the most invalidated pattern known to man. Listen. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Let me just keep it a buck. I have $1,000 for the first person. $1,000 of Solana, $1,000 of cash, USDC, whatever you want. Bitcoin, I don't care. Sonic, whatever you want. I have $1,000 to the first person. To the first person that shows me a professional trader with an 8+ figure portfolio, and that's all that they do is trade. And they do patterns. They trade with patterns. I will give the first person that gives me evidence of a successful professional trader that uses patterns, I will give them $1,000. They do not exist. Says you, I don't trade patterns, bro. I'll see them. Like, hey, here's this pattern, but I don't make decisions based off of patterns. Says Calvin Hill. Do you think Calvin Hill makes more money from trading or from content? You think Calvin Hill trades $10 million plus from trading or from content? I base them off of Wyckoff, supply and demand. I base it off of sentiment. Says Calvin doesn't use patterns. Well, there you go. Listen, you can look at patterns, but I'm just saying, like, especially Head and Shoulders is like the most invalidated pattern. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason why Head and Shoulders is the most invalidated pattern, because the first thing that traders learn is patterns. Okay? And the first pattern that traders learn is Head and Shoulders. My grandmother can spot a Head and Shoulders pattern. Ah, Jimmy, there's a Head and Shoulders pattern. My grandmother can spot it. That's why it gets invalidated the most. Because the most beginner people, aka the liquidity for the market makers, that's what they use. Calvin Hill uses support and resistance, fibs, Wyckoff, and other. Yeah, okay. There you go. That's what I use too. I will notice a pattern. I'll say, like, hey, here's a pattern. But I'm not making decisions based off of patterns. I will use a pattern as, like, confluence of, like, I see this in Wyckoff. I see this in Fibonacci's. I see this in support resistance. And also, there's this bull flag. But as far as me making a decision off of a pattern, no. I don't do that. And I don't think any successful trader does that. And I have a $1,000 reward for the first person that shows me a successful trader. That's what they do. They trade off of patterns. They don't exist. I'm telling you right now, professional traders do not trade off of patterns. They do supply and demand, support resistance, Wyckoff, Fibonacci's. That's it. When Sonic gets to $1, I will show you. All right, bet. When buy Bitcoin every week. What's your opinions on people calling that the top is in? I think that's fantastic news. That is sweet music to my ears. Because here is a trip down memory lane. And I have screwed up my chart. I need to fix this. Is what I need to do. That is sweet, sweet, wonderful music to my ears, because here is a trip down memory lane. When Japan cut their rates, guess what everyone was saying? They were saying that the bull run is over. Bitcoin was at $50,000. They said that the bull run is over. This is the worst bull market of all time. That's what everyone was saying when Japan cut their rates. What everyone was saying when Germany and Mt. Gox was selling their Bitcoin at $52,000. They said that the bull market is over. This is the worst bull market in history. What about economic conditions? We can't possibly have a bull market. That's what everyone was saying. So, sweet music to my ears. When the war in Israel kicked off, in 2023, Bitcoin was at $25,000. Everyone said we're going to 10K. Bitcoin cannot possibly survive World War III. That's what everyone was saying. When Silicon Valley Bank went to zero and Bitcoin was at $20,000, I need to get up like this to really articulate what I'm trying to tell you right now. Everyone said that Bitcoin's going to 10K. It can't possibly survive the banking crisis. This is going to be the worst bear market in history. When FTX went to zero, everyone said that we're going to 10K. So when everyone is saying something, the point of what I'm making is that is sweet, wonderful music to my ears. It is like a symphony playing in my head. Everyone's saying that the bull market is over. Sweet music to my ears. Because that means that we have not even started yet. I'm at work, but I'm getting my crypto education right now. When Sonic hits 50 cents, I'm quitting. Let's go. So I have enough time to sell, reaccumulate for next. Listen, I would not advise that. No, I would not. Because the analysis that I did on Bitcoin was micro analysis. Like, for context, this is still a green candle on the daily. This is still a green day. Here's what retail does. Retail is actually impeccable at timing the market. With a crazy amount of accuracy, what retail does is this is what retail does. This is what regular people do. The market goes up, 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 and they're like, oh, I'm going to FOMO in. They're going to buy it right here. And then the market crashes, and they're like, well, I'm going to time this perfectly. All right? I'm going to sell right here. Hear me out. I'm going to sell right here. And then when it goes lower, I'm going to outsmart everyone and I'm going to buy back in. Except it goes back up here. And then they're like, oh, whoopsies, I'm a Sagittarius. And then they buy it again here. So retail actually, and then it gets rejected. And then they're like, damn it, I'm going to actually time it better for real this time. And then they're going to buy right here. And then that's what retail does. They actually time it in a way that they would lose the most amount of money possible. So in my opinion, 99% of people should just buy every week. That is going to be the best strategy, to just buy every single week regardless of price. Find your high conviction plays. That's going to get you the most amount of money as a regular person. But without fail, I'm telling you right now, retail times the market impeccably, but they just time it in a way to lose the maximum amount of money. They time it in a way to lose the maximum amount of profits that they possibly can. By the way, guys, there is a Sonic raffle going on right now. Whoopsies. There is a Sonic raffle going on right now. There's only 55 entries. Maximum of 2,000 entries. $10 per ticket. Grand prize gets you 100,000 Sonic. And a portfolio review. And a consultation from me. This is over a $2,000 value. There's only 11 days left of this. And also, there is a consultation going on right now. 12,000 Sonic. This is Saturday, January the 11th at 1 p.m. Central Time. If you want to get your consultation, you can do so. If you're watching on TikTok, you should be able to just click the links. If you're watching on YouTube, they should be pinned in the chat, as well as it is in the description. What's up, fam? Does this guy know what he's talking about? Yeah, I would say so. I would say so, bro. No, there's only 55 entries, John. There's 2,000 maximum slots, but there's only 55 entries for the raffle. So 1 in 56 chance if you buy one. Sonic's breakout is going to be legendary. No juice for the winners. Why does almost every coin drop at the exact same time? They drop at the exact same time because they are manipulated by the exact same people. Right? That's the whole point of Wyckoff. The whole point of Wyckoff is that you have the fundamental understanding that the markets are ran by the apex predators. That's why I like Wyckoff, because it has the fundamental understanding that it is ran by the apex predators. If you think that the market is fair, you're going to get wrecked. If you play the game of chess with the rules of chess, you can be very profitable. But if you're like walking around like, that's not fair, well, I'm sorry, you're cooked. Bitcoin goes below 93K, you shave that beard. If we go to 80K, how about that? Before the bull market. You can get multiple? Yes, you can get multiple. You can get multiple, John. How can I get a couple entries? You should just be able to click on this. So this is the raffle right here, if that's what you're interested in. You should be able to do multiple entries. You should just be able to click on it. And so each entry is $10. Buy Sonic before it hits $5.89. Someone will buy Sonic at $5.89. New beard bet. On TikTok or Twitter? On TikTok. Down here in the corner. XRP, $5 to $14. A lot of BS chatter from Web in here. I like it. A lot less BS chatter from Web in here. I like it. How many times has 92K held? No balls. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys a secret. I bet things in a way where I am safe. It could touch 92K again. That's on the cards. I don't think that it's super likely, but it's definitely in the cards. I'm not going to be like, oh, that's not. Like, we hit 91K a couple times. We hit 91K here and over here. So, yeah, it could definitely happen. But I don't think we're getting 80K. What's up with all the red market today? We just did a thorough analysis. We're still green on the day, by the way. But it's a rejection off the 618 back to the 382. That's the oversimplification. Louis, thank you for the rose, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
If 80Ks, I'm all in Bitcoin. Yeah, same. All right, we're going to switch to members only. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. I will be live later this evening at 8 p.m. Central Time. I will never message you first. Those are scammers. Yeehaw! Thanks for the hat and mustache, bro.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're going to do some in-depth TA for the members. Some analysis for the members. So what do you guys want to look at? XTZ. Ski, I can't get my Dolphin group to work. I won't see my Solnic in my Coinbase wallet. You could try Solana. ICP. Okay, I got you. Alright, this looks fine to me. XTZ. It's in a macro accumulation. I don't suspect $1. I think $1 will hold. I don't think that you're going to get anything below that. That's downside risk. Upside at a minimum $4.80. I would take profit here. I would take profit at $14 and $23. ICP. Looks pretty good. I mean, well below the 236. This is one of my best value plays right now. Even on the micro, you had your distribution, your markdown, your selling climax, your automatic rally, your secondary test in phase B, your sign of strength, your back test of the prior range, even accumulating within accumulating, markdown, selling climax, sign of strength, back test. This looks pretty damn good. About as coiled up as you can be on Wyckoff. The micro takes you to $30, and that is pretty much in confluence. The 236 is in confluence with the 0.5, so that's about $40. I would definitely think that this is in play. And then 100 to 140 is what we think. So ICP looks very strong. I think it has lots of support. It's a very good play in my opinion. Still. To this day. A bit different. Safe, please. Not a ton of data on this one. Your markdown, accumulation, sign of strength, back test. I would take profit at $1.80, $3.20, and $6.50. There's not a ton of data on this one. Do you think it will go below $10 ICP? That is possible. $10 is possible. Yeah, I don't think it's going below $10. No, it is possible to get to $10 though. That is definitely possible for sure. All right. This is great to hear. Are you in a long on it right now? Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for becoming a follower. We are rapidly closing in on 50,000. What's your what's your leverage on that? So if you go, so we're at like $12 basically is where you entered. You could, if we get to 11, you could add to your position. 10x. Okay, 10x is a decent bit for sure, but you could add to your position. I don't like to go above 5x on altcoins, to be honest, but you could add to it at $11, and that would put your price down. I might look to add some stuff in the market. Moving forward. What else you guys want to look at? So the only one that I feel comfortable going above 10x leverage is Bitcoin. Everything else I do 3 to 5x leverage. And I do that because I'll just sit. I'll wait for these macro moves and I'll just sit on it. And it's okay to just hang out on it. All right, let's do some micro analysis on XLM. It had the big move up to the 618. Same thing. Back testing to the 3. This is actually a pretty good value here at 31 cents. Not excellent. I do see it. There's a scenario where it could get back to 26 cents. It's above the 382, so it's like I would consider this to be mid value. Ideally, you would have taken profit around the 58 cent range, but this is mid value. All right. I see it getting to $1 to $2 for XLM. That's where I would take profit. I do believe in XLM long term though. Dent $1 to $7. Or imagine that. No, 1 to 7 cents. Litecoin. Litecoin looks really strong to me. I don't think it's going to get below $96 either. I would take 30% at 260, 30% at 600, and 30% at 1,000. That's what I would do with that. Move. There's not really enough data on Move, bro. Sorry. All right, guys. That's going to be it for this time. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. I will never message you first. I'll be live later on this evening at 8 p.m. Central Time. Telegram is requesting an explanation between isolated and cross. Cross will use your other positions. I don't use cross. I only use isolated. Isolated is just that specific trade. It will use the margin for that trade. And if you go liquidated, it just liquidates that position. Where cross will use your entire portfolio. I don't think that that's a good thing to do. Because it will save a lot of your trades in the short term, but you have the bigger risk is there. So I don't use cross leverage. I use isolated leverage typically, and I just isolate my losses. If you could maybe clip that here, I'll clip that. All right, that's gonna be it for this time. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch.